Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Pam. Here on this channel we talk about budgeting, financing, planning, vlogs to just budget our way to a new debt-free lifestyle. However, in this video we're going to be talking about some planning activities. One of the things I wanted to do was talk about workflow planning and workflow, how we get our workflow and how do we plan the way our everyday workflow is going to go. So what I've done is I've prepared a segment on our workflow as well as to show you how I've began to plan on my workflow. It's personal planning or whether it's just planning the way that we're actually going to organize the way that we focus on our everyday point to point or our everyday life moves. So what I've done is I've planned my actual not only workflow but some of my personal life or personal plans as well for the month of July. We have done a fine job. You know, they say a happy plan makes a happy plan. So one of the things I wanted to do was plan out the way that I conduct my side hustles as well as the way that I conduct my social media profile planning. All right, so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to get busy, and the way we're going to get busy is we're going to first plan how to organize it. So whether it be video recording or editing, or maybe it could be even how I want to set up all of my thumbnails and so just set up all of my structures and plan or exactly how my video is going to flow. So for my workflow planning for my social media plots, we want to start with whether it's YouTube, Instagram, no matter what it is, our Facebooks, our websites. We want to first start off with the week. And we want to plan from Monday to Sunday. And so we're definitely going to do that by taking it and breaking it down into such a way where we've got each thing planned. So our workflow planning for this month is going to be, we're going to focus on our YouTube planning. All right, so the first thing we want to do, we want to have Monday, and then we want to pick the days that we're going to record. I'm going to record all in batch recording. Then after I pick the days that I'm going to record, then I'm going to actually have a script. Not really focus on a script, but something I can go and guide myself with. A bulletproof plan. And I just want to bulletproof everything, every point that I want to talk about. So basically, we're going to plan it out in a structural way so that we can actually get like a basic checkoff sheet. If I want to check this off, check that off. Those are the particular planner about later on in the season where I didn't spend as much money on. But what we're going to do with this planner is we're going to focus on our workflow. So I want to get to the month of July. And this is our June, and of course you see it was already planned out. We had some plans, some different things to do. I like to write on here what videos I'm going to do and how to fix the what I'm doing exactly. So I budgeted up that one. So we've closed that one out. So basically we are still in the month of June. And for this week's affirmation, my affirmation for this week is to let your faith be bigger than your fears. And of course, we definitely have to let our faith be bigger than our fears. The first thing we're definitely working on, our workflow is I budgeted this way. You can use some digital workflow activities, but I like to kind of write it down and show you where I'm actually going. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is focusing on our YouTube. We've got all our social, how we're going to get social, our websites, our Facebooks, our Instagrams, and our YouTubes, and exactly what we're going to do in our workflow. So basically I like to say, okay, this day I'm going to plan a video, or this day I'm going to I'm going to edit a video, or this day I'm going to film a video, or I'm basically going to go do a live. So there's some sort of planning way where I know that I can stay focused on what I got to do. All right. So the main thing I wanted to show you is that you need a plan. So if I check off, and I'm going to take it out. I have one in this little book. So I got a basic little check off sheet here, right? And in each one of those blocks, I have different blocks I want to put. So on one block, I'm going to put my web page. One block, I'm going to put my Facebook. And the other block, I want to put maybe my Instagram and maybe my YouTube channel. All right. So now that I have a balance to go, the first thing I want to do is I want to read and I want to reply to every comment or every, post that I have. I want to be able to respond and reply to them, because that makes us get jumping into what we need to do in order, how do we keep that community? I want to keep my community going. I want to be able to be involved in the community. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to reply and respond to every comment. Then all of my direct messages, if there is an important direct messages, we're going to be replying to those important direct messages first. We want to create a post. I just want to create my post and get my post going for all of my stuff for the week. So basically I've planned it out. And the only way I can do this is to carry over what I have from one point to the next point. And the next thing I want to do, I want to check all the links and things that I have on my pages and whatnot and make sure they work appropriately. Then I want to set a schedule. And I got to set a schedule for how, like what day and what time that I'm going to actually post those. So this new planning part for me to have this workflow schedule is one of our ways that we're going to be planning. And so what I've done right now is I've gotten my social point plan. I've also got my ideas. What type of plan of attack do I want? What do I want to plan for that month or that week? But we're planning weekly. I plan for a whole month in advance, and then I plan each step out weekly. Now, I know what you're saying. I don't have enough time to plan like that, Pam. That's not me. I'm not the planner. I'm just a person who can go by fly and just turn on the camera and just go, or just go ahead and draw my script up, or to just create whatever I need to on the fly. Well, in order for me to plan, to show you my workflow, to plan the workflow, is that I have to do it this way for me. So I gotta have a plan of attack. And a plan of attack is really important, and is the most important thing for me in order to get started. But when you plan an attack of what the project is that you want, my steps have to be to implement the plan. So we're now at the implementing stages of the plan, and we want to implement it. I implement every plan by letting you know don't make anything personal. Make it a habit, okay? Don't take nothing personal. Don't take it personal. Just make it a habit, all right? So that's one of the things that we're going to implement for this month's plan of attack. Is we don't take it personal. We're just going to make whatever we got to do a habit. All right. So I just wanted to share how we social plan, how my social media networks are planned, how we're going to think it, want it, get it, and don't forget that my faith be bigger than my fears, and that keeps us going. Even though we plan from week to week, we want to plan the bigger part from month to month, and then break it down into segments so that our plans will go well. All right, so I'll definitely, we are so happy that you watched this video, so happy that you enjoyed this video. Show you some of those implemented points, and may your planning process and your workflow improve over the month of July. And I'll see you guys. And if you haven't checked out any of my other planning videos, check out that one right there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.